Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner, and boy, do we have something going on in the studio today. I'm joined by Wade Johnson, the Director of Bands at Benedict College. How are you?
I am fabulous, Ms. Turner. Thank you for having me.
Now,
Yes.
okay, we need to talk about a very specific way that you can perform that not everybody can do. You can actually play two instruments at the same time.
Oh, yes. Frank Motley from Dizzy Gillespie's band. The precursor was this, Joey Morant, the late Joey Morant from Charleston, South Carolina. He had a trumpet that had two bells on it, but one lead pipe. And when I saw him as a kid doing that, I was like, oh my God. I didn't know that was just one horn. So moving forward to late 70s, early 80s, I got to meet Mr. Gillespie and saw his big band. Frank Motley was one of his trumpet players on his big band. Frank Motley actually did it with two trumpets. And I lost my mind. I walked up to him, Mr. Motley, oh, that was awesome. He said, son, you want to learn how to do this? And I almost had a heart attack, but still, with Mr. Motley, I said, yes, sir. You know, small town country boy. I said, that would be something great to learn how to do. So he sat me down. He told me the logistics behind it. And scientifically, guys, the only way to do this, there are about 3 of us in the country, in the world, that can do it. But you have to use both sides of your brain simultaneously. Because, you know, we have like cognitive skills, one skill, right side, left side. We only do it once. But it took me 7 years to master it to the point where people could understand what I was playing. And that I remember the first gig that I did in 1981. I'll never forget it. I was at a VFW in 1981, and I decided to try it. And the place was packed. And I mean, when I did it, everybody stopped, and they were shocked at first. And I did it, and after I put my horns down, the place erupted.
Oh, I believe it.
So that pinpointed a part in my life. Everybody say, do you know H. Wade Johnson? Hey, that's the guy that played the two horns at the same time. So that developed through that. And when I tell you, Ms. Turner, the rest is history. It's history, and it's a calling card for me now.
Yeah.
And if when I perform at different places, and the people who know me, if I don't do it, then they get fussed at. Yeah, so they go like, you will not end your show until you do a double horn solo.
I love it.
But I love it too, and just putting it together was very, very difficult. But I love the fact that it's a gift. Thank you, God, it's a gift, and I do it secondhand. Easy. It's easy for me now.
That's so cool.
Yes. And I understand your father, trumpet player.
He was a trumpet player.
In Columbia, yes, for the
Yeah.
Turner. Yeah, because I know some of the people that he know and some of the schools where he worked.
I played the flute.
Yes. Awesome. See, you brought your flute?
I did not bring my flute. I'm so sorry.
Next time.
I didn't want to get showed up now.
We'll do a trio. How about instead of a duet?
All right, next
course.
time. Yes.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm very excited because in the studio I have some famous people.
Oh,
being
gosh.
the co-hosts of a brand new podcast that's coming out called Elevate. How are you guys doing today?
We're great. Thanks for having us, Katie.
We're
Excited to be here.
We have to introduce you two. You guys know who this wonderful woman is, but go ahead and tell me your names and what you do.
All right, well, I'll start. I am a former news anchor here at News 13, formerly Nicole Boone. Now I'm Nicole Huckabee. And I am now in collaboration with my good friend Rachel Godwin for this podcast called Elevate, co-hosting it.
Yes. And I'm Rachel Godwin. I started Elevate, the podcast, and I'm a co-host as well with Nikki.
So you guys have very different journeys, but you found your way together, and this is really exciting because I don't know any other podcasts in the area that are doing what you guys are doing.
It's so
Right?
exciting.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
why it's important for us to be here to tell you about it. So, right?
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
Yes, it is a needed resource. So we are the Grand Strands resource for a healthy lifestyle, and we like to say among the ebb and flow of coastal living, because we know that means it can go, up, there's ups and there's downs.
Yeah.
But wellness is on the top of everybody's mind. If you don't have your health and your wellness, what do you have? You want to have a healthy, vibrant life. And so people are so interested in all of the new modalities and therapies that are available and the supplements, but they don't know if they're the right things for them. And so by connecting our community with our local Grand Strand experts, which there are,
A lot.
it's incredible.
More than you actually realize.
Yes. When we started this, I was like, Nikki, you won't believe these businesses that I am finding. And it's been such a joy to have them on, have them share their story, their passion, their products, and their services. It's really going to be a blessing to our listeners and our community.
And we're a grassroots effort, so this is the first time something like this is happening in our community, which is what really makes it unique, and why I kind of summarize it like this. We want to be your best friends, that you can listen to us and say, oh, well, if they find value in that, that's something that I might find value in, or share our episode with someone because, my grandmother or my aunt or my uncle or my sister or my brother, they may find value in this something that's happening here that they don't know about, because we all have struggles with our health, different things, or we're just looking to have a great spa day or brighten the face, and work on anti-aging, all the things. And so we're finding all of that, Katie.
I love it. Well, I feel like this is a great way to do it because you have to talk for a little bit of time to get to know people and to talk about these different things, and you got to kind of do it on a podcast. You can really dive in.
Yeah, it's a long conversation. It's very natural. There's nothing, pretentious about it or very structured. It's really allowing someone to take the time to tell their story as to really how they came into providing this service or having this particular business. We have a lady, her name is Pearl, and she's with Holistic Massage and Skincare, and her way of treatments is
Fascinating.
Tell me about Pearl.
I was physically leaning in. I always have coffee with me on the interview. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. And I was physically leaning into this interview because I couldn't believe the things that she would offer, from Ayurvedic practices, and skin health. She uses her indigenous roots for herbal remedies. She has like a remedy book from her great grandmother that she uses.
I love that.
So
And
very
these-
unique, and you wouldn't know it was here.
Amazing.
No, I wouldn't know at all.
Otherwise.
This is the first I've heard of this. Well, you guys are going to be coming out with episodes when and where?
Yes, so we are launching at the end of September. So we don't want anybody to miss the launch of Elevate, because we have a very special episode that we're starting with. And we have 12 back-to-back episodes.
Wow.
12 very enriching educational episodes. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Elevate Health Grand Strand, and also on our website, elevateandcompany.org, and you can sign up for our newsletter and everything like that.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Alcon.
All right, guys, today I'm joined by an optometrist, Dr. Aaron Lukengay, and you're going to talk about the benefits of an FSA or an HSA. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it with the basics. What is the difference between an HSA and FSA accounts, and why are there so many Americans leaving money on the table with FSA accounts each year?
Well, they're both pre-tax savings accounts for medical expenses. The difference is that FSA dollars expire at the end of the year, and up to $4.5 billion are lost by American patients because they simply forget that they have that money sitting in their accounts.
And a lot of people don't realize that contact lenses are an eligible expense. So can you explain how HSA and FSA benefits cover them?
That's right. Contact lenses are an eligible expense with your HSA and FSA accounts, which means that if patients want to use their dollars towards an eye examination and contact lens fitting, as well as the purchase of a year's worth of contacts, they can do that before the end of the year and have contacts for all of 2026.
Comfort is really important when it comes to contact lenses. So with so much time that we're spending on screens today, do you have any advice for patients considering a change?
Absolutely. We have so many different lifestyles, but most of them experience screens. And having that clear, comfortable vision is really critical to everyday life, which means that you need to have a good contact lens. And Alcon has developed water innovation contacts that address those specific needs, which means you can have clear, comfortable vision at a great savings, especially when you use it with your HSA and FSA accounts.
Why is it important to use those accounts and those funds for vision care specifically?
Well, if you're staying up to date with your contact lenses and getting your annual supply, that means you're also staying up to date on your eye care. And it's critical to have your annual examinations to prevent unwanted eye disease or loss of vision throughout life. And so using your HSA, FSA dollars and coupling that with purchasing your contact lenses every year ensures that you're going to have healthy vision.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Alcon. This story is sponsored by Seaside Furniture Gallery and Accents. We are very comfy and cozy today on Living Local Carolina. I am at Seaside Furniture Gallery and Accents, and I'm joined once again by Kent. Thanks for having me back here.
Thanks for coming, appreciate it.
It looks very different than the last time I was in here.
Yeah, we're moving the showroom, so we're very excited about the change that's going on here at Seaside. Hey, it's 30,000 square feet, folks, so there's a lot of furniture to be moved around, and we've done so, and it looks fantastic. I hope you come out and see it.
They definitely should. There's pretty much something for everyone here, whether you need a lamp or a rug. There's also a lot of fun stuff that you can decorate with.
Absolutely, yeah. We have a lot of lamps, pictures, and accessories on the showroom floor. You know, when you have that much square footage, it's really a lot to look at. And of course, we have the living room, dining room, bedrooms, outdoor furniture. This time of year, fireplaces, recliners, those are the things that we carry a lot of, so every price point too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about y'all's history, how long you've been around.
Well, we've been around since 2001. We've been in this location, the main showroom and mattress gallery, since 2022. But prior to that, we were at the North Myrtle Beach store, which is still open, and that was in 2006 that we moved there.
All right, so for somebody that has not had the pleasure of coming by here yet, what all do you guys offer here at Seaside?
Yeah, well, like I said, we offer every furniture item that you could possibly think of. We have a great design team and also sales team. They've been around for 30 plus years selling furniture. So yeah, we have a wonderful selection here, and you can buy right off the showroom floor. You can take it home that day if you want to, or schedule it for the next day.
And what do you suggest whenever people want to make a purchase here? Should they just come look around, or should they make an appointment with one of you guys? How does that work?
Right, so they can call and make an appointment with one of our designers, but typically if they just walk in, we have enough coverage or staff that we can handle it. And what we ask, if they have a brand new home, bring the floor plans if you have it, bring your floor sample if you have it, or, you know, I always say bring your favorite picture and wear your favorite outfit, because those are going to be telling signs as to what colors you like.
This story is sponsored by Seaside Furniture Gallery and Accents.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
It's a beautiful day today. We are at Meadow Chase Farm, and Kendra, you have been the farm manager here for
10 years.
My gosh. The barn manager, the farm manager, how does that work?
So I take care of the day-to-day operations. I handle horses coming in and being boarders with us. We care for the horses basically 24/7. It's a full care facility. I also run a small lesson program. Before I came here to Meadow Chase, I was a professional horse trainer and riding instructor, and I also judge horse shows. So all that experience led me to recognizing that managing a facility was definitely up my alley.
Definitely. You are truly, truly an expert, and I can tell you love this so much. And we have some girls that are riding behind us right now. These are some of your star pupils, right?
Well, these are some of the girls that started out in the lesson program. They progressed to leasing a horse, where it's really good for the parents. They don't have to commit to owning a horse. And then these particular girls, 3 of them own their own horses now. Another is riding the pony. He's my beginner level lesson pony, and they all started on him.
What do you think are some lessons that somebody can learn from riding horses?
So it takes a lot of understanding patience and understanding that it's a living, breathing creature. It's not a machine. They all have very distinct personalities. Some are very sensitive. They can be opinionated. And it teaches the girls just how to make good, educated decisions and always maintain safety.
I love it. And obviously we have some younger folks that are riding, but you teach lessons for everyone.
Yes, actually we have a nice mix of adults that are here also. These are all privately owned horses. Most of them had to work today. So they
Of course, it's summer vacation.
Right? Yeah, they're off school.
And we were mentioning this earlier, you guys are kind of like a hidden gem. When you come out here, you can just kind of take a nice breath.
We keep it, again, being a private boarding facility really means that working people are paying for care for their horse because they can't do it on a day-to-day basis. And when they come to the farm, they want to enjoy their horse, enjoy their downtime. We have a very safe atmosphere here. I'm definitely a safety person. It's professional, but it's relaxed, and a great mix of people are here.
These are memory-making moments in
are,
their lives too.
Yeah.
They'll never forget this. Even the little barn cats that are around, I can just tell this is a very special place.
Yes.
Well, if somebody is watching right now and they're interested in taking a lesson, this is the kind of thing that you need to plan for, that you need to call you guys and set up and talk about some stuff.
Yes, we do have a website. I don't manage the website, but we do have a website that you can get some information on. We actually have one of the girls who's riding, she's recently graduated from high school, headed off to college, but she's started beginner level, introductory, learning how to groom a horse, put a saddle on a horse. She'll lead them around and supervise them. That's brand new here. Things change year to year. It just depends on, who we have for horses, who we have for people here. I do offer private riding lessons that are more advanced.
Gotcha, okay. So where can people learn more information?
Like I said, we have a website. We do have a Facebook page. Again, I don't manage those. I'm not really good at that.
You're good at this, that's all that matters.
But yes, if they want to look up, it's Meadow Chase Farm. And like I said, we're right here in Conway, about a mile from International Drive, very easy to find.
Love it. This would be a great time for me to rip my pants.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yep, you just give yourself a push, there, girl. And then just scoot your jeans wherever they're comfortable.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.